guys surprised with the madness that is happening with transfers now that you're talking football here? Like the transfers, all these stories of a player the team has accepted but the player is not sure. The player has accepted but the team is not sure. Mbappe has done it, Casado has done it, Harry Kane yesterday. In fact, it's good. Let's just go into Harry Kane.
Who could make his debut in a few hours' time, I'm told.
England captain has moved to
Bayern
Munich. I think it's beautiful.
That is good, as the Germans would say. I think his move it's fine. Look, Tottenham, what has he won with Tottenham?
Nothing.
And
he could win his first trophy today.
Yeah, so I think for him it's just like...
the Super Cup is today, by the way.
So I'm thinking for him is like, you know what, let me look at my options. Let me look at some different territory. How many English players have actually played pro and who are actually of note, who have played in Germany?
Keegan, I'm told.
Kevin Keegan was good.
At Hamburg, I'm told it was so good. Apart from that, I agree.
And then there was that guy who played for Dortmund.
Owen Hargreaves,
Owen Hargreaves, then Jude Bellingham.
Bellingham, there's that
Jadon Sancho.
Yeah, Sancho.
English players rarely move out.
Yeah.
Rarely.
Because the EPL is the end. It's like...
Yes, it's the alpha and omega.
Exactly. So I think for him to decide to move to Germany, it's not bad. 100 million euros, I think that's how much.
Yeah.
And he's England captain.
Yeah. England captain.
That's big.
I think that's one thing that obviously the English, that's one of the reasons they're falling all over themselves, trying to be the first to say, this is what is happening. I don't know if he'll be able to now. I think it's also for him just for peace of mind, try and test his abilities in a different league altogether, because the EPL is very physical. German Bundesliga is slightly more technical.
Yes.
I feel it will be at the end of it will be something that will refine his skills, so that by the time he comes back, because remember even when Jadon Sancho, when he was playing for Dortmund, okay, but for him it was a bit different.
Because he was a child, they used Dortmund like a growing up, like a developing, maturing kind of thing.
Yeah.
What Haaland has done, what Jude Bellingham has done. For Harry Kane, it's the opposite. He's at the peak of his powers.
Yeah.
Like absolutely peak of his powers. He signed a 4-year deal. The deal is for initial, like you said, 100 million euros with add-ons, and he could make his debut tonight. He's 30. He's Spurs all-time goal scorer, top scorer with 280 goals.
Here's my take.
Yes.
8 years from now, when he's retired, and there's somebody doing a documentary, the Sky Sports documentary where Gary Neville comes to your home, Ian Wright comes to your home and says, okay, now take us through the journey. What type of a player were you? I don't think Harry Kane was comfortable with just saying I scored goals and I was happy. I pictured some player who wants to take you through his sitting room and there's some trophies and there's a trophy cabinet. At some point when you're no longer playing, what will you look back to? You can't just eat the goals, quote unquote.
Yeah.
So he knows he's a good player. He knows he's the England captain. He knows he's taken Tottenham as far as he can. So he just wants a little bit of trophies, which to me, I understand where he's coming from. I really do not think this move is all about the money, although he's going to get a good contract. But on the other side, I also think Bayern overpaid for Kane. I'm told it was Tuchel who said, I have to get him. The management even brought Vlahovic and said, can we get this? And option said, no, it has to be Kane and it has to be Harry Kane for me. So Bayern went all out. Of course, things were helped by the fact that Sané left for Saudi Arabia, so there was a space.
Yeah, I actually think they moved him because they really want... Tuchel doesn't like Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane never quite settled, and they were like, move him on.
Yes.
And then my striker is this one.
And
this is the guy I need.
Yes. So, kudos to Tottenham. They got a good deal for a 30-year-old. I think that Bayern really overpaid for a 30-year-old. I'm not so sure if he's going to sell that amount of jerseys to bring back the money, because there's a commercial aspect and a sporting aspect.
But they needed a 9. Like, you need a 9.
Yes.
They needed someone to replace Lewandowski. They have the guy to finally replace Lewandowski.
Yep.
And then you're saying about their jerseys. Are you imagining how much more? Not that Bayern need more attention. They are called FC Hollywood for a reason.
Yes.
But are you imagining how much more attention they are getting by having the England captain?
I, for one, want to watch that game today.
Just because it's England captain.
Because Kane is there.
I agree, because the English, they know how to hype a player. And even when even the times like when Sancho was playing for Dortmund, like you were like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then when even Bellingham was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they make
they generate that interest.
He's our guy.
Yeah. So I think it was a good move.
I think it's a fantastic move.
What he did, he got out of his of a comfort zone because he didn't need to leave.
Yeah.
And you see, for him, he's England captain.
Yes.
So he's the, what is it called? The blue-eyed boy.
Yes, yes.
Of the English. Because remember,
everything
and
from
if you
his hair
Exactly.
to how he
his mannerisms.
speaks.
And you see, it reminds me of the days of Beckham.
Yeah.
Remember the time even when Beckham left?
Was the
Yes.
poster
and
boy
went
initially.
to Real,
Real
went to
Madrid,
PSG, and then went to the US. And I think played in Italy as well.
Yep.
So they've been looking for somebody similar to just like, to rally the troops.
Mm-hmm.
And he's done well. He's not controversial as much. He's done his business well. Led England well. Led them to the final of the. It was the final of the World Cup.
The final of the Euro.
Euro.
Yes.
Sorry, the Euro.
Yeah.
Then semi-finals of the World Cup.
Semi-finals of the
Yes,
World Cup,
yes,
and
yes,
then last
yes.
year the quarters.
Yes. So I think it's a good move. I think for him it's a good move. I think he'll flourish. He'll add something different in his play.
And he
style.
can finally win a trophy. Like
Yes.
he will win
Yeah.
the Super Cup today. He will win the Bundesliga next season.
Yeah.
He will win the DFB Pokal.
In
definitely.
4 years' time, he has a fighting chance at the Champions League with
Yes.
Bayern.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, good enough. I just didn't understand those English legends saying he better be the English top scorer other than go win trophies in Germany. He should remain. And of course, there was that cheeky photo of Alan Shearer saying, leave, I'm ready to drive you to the airport because Alan Shearer is the all-time top scorer. I'm told
Yes.
Harry Kane, had he remained this season, he was within a fighting chance of,
Yes.
of usurping Alan Shearer. But I like Kane as a person. The video he sent to Tottenham fans was such an emotional one. I mean, guys, we've been here for 19 years. I wanted to tell you this before you hear it from somewhere else. I've left not because I don't love Tottenham, but because I just want a new challenge. It's been 19 years. But we are together. We will meet in future. I really liked that. It was class.
It was heartfelt. It felt
was
like
class,
it was authentic.
Yes.
Like it was.
Yes.
Look, for the English guys who are saying, Bayern win the league every year in
So what?
Germany. No. Pep has won 5 of the last 6. It's not like England is any different. Let's not lie to ourselves.
Yes.
Pep wins this thing at a canter. So it's not like they say, oh, it's more competitive. I don't think so. And look, guys are talking as if Bayern Munich is a humdrum club.
It's a Leverkusen.
No, Bayern Munich has won more. I saw this tweet. Has won more Champions Leagues than United and City and Chelsea, all of them put together.
Yeah. Should be 5, eh?